Okay, now we are live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Good evening. I'm Marcos, and I'm here with Camila. We are here for just one more Talk and Talk immersion. And today we are going to talk about balancing ambition and well-being. But before we start, let me make a quick introduction about Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is not an English school. In fact, Talk and Talk is a conversation platform developed for beginner, intermediate, and advanced language learner speakers. Here we have live conversations about English, Spanish, Italian, French, and German. And our conversations that we call immersions are developed for all levels. I am not a teacher. As Camila, I'm a student. I'm an English learner. I'm not here to teach nothing to anyone. I'm here to practice. And we believe that we can learn, we can get our fluency through this practice. Okay? Let me make a quick introduction about myself. As I told before, I'm Marcos. I will be the host for this immersion tonight. I am 48 years old. I live in São Paulo. I was born and raised here. Actually, I live in a small city near to the capital. I live in Cajamar. That is a city famous for logistics. I'm married. I'm a father of two teenagers' daughters. They are 12 years old, almost getting their 13s. I work in the technology field for all my life. Actually, I'm a project manager for IT projects, especially software development projects. I'm here in Talk and Talk since August 2024, and I'm here looking for my English fluency. My main goal is getting fluently in English because I have a goal that to work remotely from Brazil to companies based in US and work with global teams. Camila, please introduce yourself before we start our conversation.
Yeah, sure. Hello, Marcos. My name is Camila. I am 40. I live in São Paulo, in the capital, most specifically in the Tatuapé neighborhood. I've been here in Talk and Talks as a speaker since March 24, and I decided to become a host in July, almost 1 year as a host. And what else about me? I work as an accountant. I am from the finance field for over 10 years, I guess, almost 15. Um, in my spare time, I love to read. I enjoy a book club this year just to try to create a habit. And this book club, it's all about the classics books. So it's a kind of difficult thing to keep it every day, the habit of reading. But I am in the process since January. I'm going to the maybe six book from this year. It's not so bad, but I love to do it. I guess it's a good opportunity to get to try to get a good repertoire because we can discuss about different things when you have a different perspective about the world and culture in general. What else? That's it about me, I guess.
$6. $6. It's a $1.5 per month.
Yeah, it's a
Great
good one,
medium.
right? Yes.
If you keep this average, you finish your year with $18.
Yes. Imagine, good one.
Congratulations.
Good one.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm a bit lazy. I just finished one book this year, and I'm in the middle of the second one, and I'm in the middle for more time than I wanna, and then I in fact need to finish the book, but things are the way they are.
But you are better. You already read one. Here in Brazil, it's
Yeah,
almost impossible, right?
yes, it is. Congratulations. And I'm curious about it, but are you reading in English, in Portuguese,
No, I
or
am reading these classic books only in Portuguese
Portuguese?
because I have a conversation. I had a conversation here in the platform with a guy, and he told me about Don Quixote last year.
Okay,
Just
great,
it, just about Don Quixote. And I said to him, "Oh my gosh, I need to try to read a classic book because in my mind, I wasn't able to understand a classic
Mhm.
book." And he said to me, "Camila, please try it." And okay. And in the beginning of this year, I decide I will enjoy a book club just to have a group to motivate myself to read because we
Great.
have discussions about the book. And if I don't get the knowledge, enough knowledge to finish, I will have a support. And then I started this book club, but this is only about the classic. So I decided to read only in Portuguese because I guess it's sometimes really hard to understand. I am
Yes, it
reading
is.
a Russian book, so it's
Oh,
not so easy about the word. So I am reading Dostoevsky. It's more than 1,000 pages, like a really hard book to read. So only in Portuguese. And for fun, maybe I try to get a English book, but just to relax, just to be in touch with the language. I challenge myself, but the classics is only in Portuguese.
I think you made a smart choice.
Yes.
This the Portuguese used to write these books is hard enough by themselves, by
Yes.
itself. Okay, let's start. Our first question is, Camila, what does success mean to you?
Mm, this is an interesting question. I can say different things like if I can enjoy my holiday, I can say this could be success for me.
Great.
So we have different ideas about success nowadays. I have a job, I have a family, I have a good health. I can study. I am here in the platform. So sometimes we can judge success and see success in the small things, in my opinion. Um, but of course, we have the opposite about career and money. So I don't nowadays I change my mind. I have a different mindset. I don't look too much about the other things. Or of course, we have some goals. I guess we need it, but I judge success about the small things nowadays. I can have everyone that I love with me, so this kind of things.
I think we change this definition through our life.
Totally.
When I think about my own definition about success 20 years ago, 15 years ago, it would be totally different.
Yeah.
Sometimes we see in our life, in our career, success as getting a high position in the hierarchy, in the company hierarchy. Actually, for me, success in my profession is work at home, having the opportunity to work at home and having the opportunity through this to have lunch every single day with my daughters. This is success to me.
Mhm.
Uh, Success actually means to me feel happy, stay, do things that I care for, be with people that I care of, that I love. So that is it. Success is feeling great, much more than achieving something. Is the way is when you feel okay. It was it was hard. But I feel great. I finished this. I could deal with this challenge, and I feel great. That's it. You go to the gym, right?
I used to go. I had a flu last week, so I am without going, but I guess I decided this year to go because as I don't know if I already told you, but I guess English and going to the gym can be the same to get the results, right? Only constance.
And sometimes just pushing one more rep is
Yes.
success. You are there.
Yes.
I can do any more. I can do. I'm failing. I'll die, but I could do just one more. No
Yes.
matter how I could do that, that is success. And that's it. It's pushing hard, feeling great about ourselves. That's it. That is maybe a bit confusion, but that is what success means to me. Can you
Great.
read and answer the question number two, please?
Yeah, sure. How do you know when you are pushing yourself too hard? Mm. Maybe I know, in fact, all the time I can say, but I just don't care too much about it. I'm just kidding. Like, um, when I have an idea that I am doing too much things, and can sometimes I know this can be excuse, like I don't have time. I am really busy because I need to organize better my daily life. As I said, I need to find that time to work out during my day, find that time to work, and find that time to practice in English and study other things about my career. So how can I do this? Wake up
Mhm.
early, go to the bed late, or maybe read as we said here. So I
Yeah.
guess in my mind that that I would try to wake up early and go to the gym during the morning just to have an idea about my motivation during the day because I'm not a morning person. I hate to wake up early. But I think I need to pass through this experience, just to realize that maybe I'm not a morning person, or I just don't want to try, like I guess maybe I need to wake up early, put the most important things at the beginning of the day, and then later I can, I don't know, just have immersions here to practice without so much worries and try to relax a little bit, because if I am here, I have an idea. After that immersion, I go to the gym and then I will come back and make dinner. So I guess I don't think I am pushing myself too hard, because I guess I need to organize myself better to achieve whatever I decide to do. And I know that I am able to do, I don't have kids. I'm not married. So what is my skills?
If you are not looking for excuses, you are pushing you hard
Oh,
enough.
can be.
Avoiding excuses put you above the medium.
Yes.
Believe in this. Yes,
I always, oh, please go ahead, Marcos.
no, please go.
I always said to my sister, like, if you are good in excuses, you cannot be good in something else. This is so hard, right?
Yes, that is it. I am I'm an early bird. For me, it's easy
Yes.
to choose to do things in the morning. And
Mhm.
that is the way that workout works for me. I go to the gym at 5 or 6 a.m., depending on the day of the week.
Oh
And
my
it's okay.
gosh.
And it's okay. I naturally work at these hours. I don't need too much sleep hours. I feel
Hmm.
great with just 6 hours,
Wow.
6 sleep hours, and it's okay for me. Some people need 8 hours, 9 hours,
Yes.
and if you try to cut this, you will lose your energy during the day, and it's not good. But it don't give me the ability to judge anyone that can do this the same way I do. It's hard, and if you know that you need to do this, and you are not finding excuses, you are finding ways to do this, believe you are pushing yourself hard.
Yes. How long
Because
have you been, Marcos, wake up early?
I wake up early for all my life, for all my life. Uh, I use it since my time in school.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the high school, for high school, I used to wake up at 5 a.m., left home 5:30 to get into the school 7 a.m.
Okay.
And this became a habit for me. I never needed much more than 6 or 7 hours of sleep,
Mm-hmm.
so it's easy. But on the other hand, 10 p.m., I'm in bed. I wake, I sleep early. I sleep
Mm-hmm.
early. Sometimes we find some friends, and usually most of the time they came to my house, and
Oh,
it's common. When past midnight, I start sleeping at table. They have lots of photos of me handing a wine glass and sleeping at the table.
okay.
And they tell me they are curious how I can sleep holding a glass and not letting her fall down. Yes, I don't know how, but I do this.
Priorities, right?
Priorities. Because when I wake up again, I will taste a little bit more of that wine.
Yeah.
So, becoming to to the question, I know that I'm pushing myself too hard when I feel uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
doing this, doing what I have to do. When I feel I'm too comfortable, it's not okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that a balance. But when I'm exceeding the limits, I feel
Mm-hmm.
anxiety. I feel pressure. I feel bad. So I know I need to step back, but I don't want to feel too comfortable. I don't want, I need to feel myself challenged,
Mm-hmm.
pushed to do whatever I have to do. So I feel no, okay, I'm pushing myself to do the best.
Yes.
Question number 3. Have you ever experienced burnout and what helped you recover? I just experienced burnout one time,
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, a year and a half ago. I was at the end of my journey at a company.
Okay.
There were there were a huge change in the line of commands, and the new boss. We couldn't keep in touch. We could develop a connection, and this period of getting there, getting out there, take too long, and I think it was not fair enough. So that moment I felt myself in burnout. I remember one day at the end of that time, my father was having a surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided, okay, I will. It's not okay here at work, and I will keep with my father. And that day, out of office, out of teams, meetings, was the best day of the year. So I came home, decided, okay, I will give them just 1 week more. If they don't decide at the end of the week, I will decide by myself. I will lose some money, but I need to get my health again. And at the end of the week, the the decision was made by the company, and that was the second best day of the year, the
Wow.
second better day of the year. And it was interesting because I was there for 3 years, and I received the notes by email. I was emailed about I was getting fired. And okay, no problem at all. I
Oh my
opened the document, started signing. Then the boss and the HR started calling me with urgency. I answered and said, okay, I know what you have to talk to me. If you need anything, any final warning to give me, feel free. It's totally unnecessary. I will not create
a problem, right?
any problem. I'm okay. I signed the documents and I'm closing. Please be fast because I'm ready to close the laptop and go back to the company to return it. And that was I needed to recover, to step back from that situation.
Mhm.
And some weeks later, I was okay with that.
Wow.
And you, have you ever experienced burnout in time?
Oh, I don't think so. Burnout for sure, because I don't think, not I don't think, but for sure this is not the same about excited or maybe unhappy about situations in the job environment. But I remember 2 years maybe ago, I was in a company working per day 12 hours a day. It was common to work like this. For the company was, I don't know, the way to work like we work like that. And I was working in this in this overtime during 22 days per month. And then I was like, but this is why people are working like this. What is happening? And then I realized that was common to the company. And another important thing, they don't pay it overtime. So I was working for free there. And then I spent the 11 months in the company with this crazy routine. And I was talking to my boss, like, this cannot continue like that. I will, I don't know, quit the company because I don't have time to go to the doctor. I don't have time to study. I don't have time to
Yeah.
myself. And then she said to me, but we need time to organize everything. And then I decided to, I was like, without sleeping better, I was having anxiety, I was unhappy, my mood was terrible. And I realized that, okay, I need to go and quit the company. So I decided to left. And until now, the company is the same. People are there working the same working hours, overtime, without receive for them. So I guess sometimes we need to know this is for me, this will change. And then I decide to give up for the opportunity and I get another one. Nowadays, I can work from home almost every day. I just went to the office today because I had a important meeting and I prefer to be in person there. So I can work from home. I work really close to the company, as I said to you. And the other company was in Faria Lima. So imagine how hard it was
Yes.
for me to be there. So I just made a decision, and I guess I just made the decision before something really worst becoming. So I, at the first, I don't know, idea of something really bad, I decided, okay, I will stop here. So I didn't have a burnout, and I cannot imagine, even imagining how bad this could be because only anxiety, it's really sometimes difficult to deal with. We have to talk with someone. Unfortunately, I did. not unfortunately, fortunately, I didn't take a medicine for this. I just could speak with a professional, but I cannot even imagine how difficult would be a burnout.
Yes, it is hard.
Yes. In a short period, right, Marks? Only 1 year ago. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, a year and a half ago.
Oh my gosh. And you can feel better almost instantly, right? This is like something that someone take to you, like,
Yeah,
bam, this happens to me.
you are out there. Okay, now I'm okay.
Yes.
There are there are some wounds that I can take,
Okay.
but no problem. I know that I will take this, I will take care of these wounds, and I will be better after that. Because when you are in the middle of that environment that is hurting you,
Yes.
you you take care of one, then 10 new comes, erases on your skin. So it's hard. It's hard. But
I agree.
phases.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Question number 4. Camila, how do you balance personal goals with relaxation and self-care?
Mm, since I have this experience in my life, I realized that we don't need to push ourselves too hard. We don't need to be available to the company 100% during the weekends. Respond or emails or even talking to the people about the meetings that will happen on Monday, and then you are Saturday talking to them like, oh, we need to do this or that. So I guess this is something that I can turn off my computer and just think about it on Monday. We need a period of time. This is a time to relax, I guess. So since I had this experience, I could realize the value of have a good time to relax or to do whatever you want, right? I could just be here and watching some Netflix TV series, and this is what I decide. This was my choice. But in fact, I guess the company, they cannot take control of your life, of the way that you can rest, for example, or I don't know, take a time for yourself. So, as you said about go workout, imagine you don't have time to work out, you don't have time to be with your family and without in being paid for that, because I don't think it's fair, right? You are working during the weekends, always available on the WhatsApp, and then the others are like, okay, we are a family, we are a team, we are together, and then you feel like, I don't know, I don't think so. So nowadays, I can measure like, okay, this is my work time. Okay, this is my time to relax. So I have this really uh, clear in my life nowadays. I can really put the priorities on this. Like I am always there to work, but I need to be there to relax too.
Yeah, I don't have communic work professional communication apps installed on my smartphone.
Oh, great.
Not even email.
Really?
I can't access email, work mail through my smartphone or Teams, Zoom, Slack, nothing. People used to be, and I don't engage in WhatsApp groups.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you can't avoid someone invites you to a group on WhatsApp,
Mhm.
professional group on WhatsApp, but I don't engage. I don't engage, and I strictly answer to any message
Mhm.
in working hours. Oh, didn't you see my message from last night? No, I
No.
haven't. I don't know you, but I have better things to do at night. And if the person is curious about, yes, I was watching Netflix
Mhm.
with my family. I was watching soccer on TV. I was doing nothing. I was doing nothing. I was changing lights at home, and that is it. I was walking the dog through the condo. Okay, I have
Yeah.
better things, better options.
Great.
That there is a price to pay for this. There is
Yeah.
a price to pay, but that is the way I found to balance. On the other hand, if I'm in working time, I'll be here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have any personal appointment, we need to see a doctor, and this doctor can't be scheduled for night or for early hours, and it's okay. But I will compensate this
Mm-hmm.
working harder on the other hours. We don't. You are a white collar professional. You are a knowledge worker.
Mm-hmm.
You, you are not filling boxes with tools. You are using your creativity. Sometimes we just need 1 hour of
Mm-hmm.
aha moments, of wow, that eureka moments. So you produce much more than 8 lazy hours. So that's it. Give me, give my task and give me the deadline
Yeah.
and leave me with the rest.
Mm-hmm.
That is the way I try to balance things. So we are seniors, we are major professionals. We know how to deal with time, to deal with our schedules, our agendas, our duties, and we know how to eh, not how, but we know what's important in our lives. We
Yeah.
know that how we wanna to spend our spare time, with whom, what we are doing in that time, and no one is happy
Yeah.
answering WhatsApp calls on Saturday night, on Sunday, at the middle of the night. No one,
And
no
I
one.
I don't know about you, Marks, but I had some experience before. Like I need to talk to you Monday morning, and then I start to feeling bad
Mhm.
during my Sunday. Like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, what will happen tomorrow? I need to be prepared for what? And then the person can make your weekend like something terrible to survive
yeah,
until the end of this. So
yeah,
I don't think, and we cannot be 8 hours being productive, right? In a row, like, oh, I'm working really hard for 8 hours. I think everyone knows this is impossible, right? We need some periods. So I think we know the better moment. Okay, I need to go to an appointment really quickly. I will be at the phone available. Please call me if you need something, right?
just call me if it's an emergency.
Yeah.
The third war is starting, then you call me, because if the subject can wait, please
Yeah. Good one.
wait. I come back. I will come back.
Yes.
Great. Question number 5. Do you think society glorifies being buzz? Why or why not? I think they glorifies, especially eh, eh, especially in cultures like ours, in
Hmm.
Brazil, maybe in the United States too.
Oh yeah.
Uh, people people think that stay at office late hours is means you score good points, but being busy doesn't necessarily means being busy with the most important thing to do,
Oh, yeah.
being busy with the right things to do. Sometimes you are just there. This morning I was talking to a friend about unnecessary meetings.
Mm-hmm.
How many meetings do we have every week that could be just a short change of messages,
Okay.
text messages? We don't need, in my case, probably I don't need half of the meetings I have in the week.
Yeah.
But people, when you look to someone's agendas in Outlook, they were fully busy. Okay,
Yeah.
they are fully busy, but is that delivering value? I remember at the beginning of the year, my my boss invited me in a Monday, probably 4:30 p.m. He invited me to a meeting that would start at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Then I replied his invitation. Is this meeting really necessary for today and for this time? Oh, yes, it is. Our director just wanted to talk to us, and he just has these moments. Okay, what is the subject? If it's just really, really important, why this is not in our agendas? Was not in our agendas before? Why do I don't know about what is the subject? See, I will be there today, but for the next week, or you schedule this in another moment and we can prepare ourselves, or you go alone. I have appointments. And this is an example for me that someone that gets busy, but
Mm-hmm.
gets unproductive. In fact, the meeting was could be just another episode of Friends, a talk about nothing. Just one more hour of my day talking about nothing, but not with my friends.
Yeah.
I can't take my time talking about nothing with my friends, with my family. When
Oh,
I choose to do this and with whom I choose to do this, not with my colleagues. If I don't want to be with them, I spend 8 hours with them.
yes.
I don't need to be any, no one needs to be busy late hours talking about nothing with colleagues. I don't know. That is my opinion. I don't know. What do you think about this?
No, no, I totally agree, Marcus. In the company that I work currently, people used to close the lunch time because if you don't,
Yeah.
people will invite you for
Yes, it is.
meetings during the lunchtime because we have the global team and they don't care about our time zone. So sometimes they put this during the lunchtime to be with them. And when I started that, people said, "Oh, put close or block your lunchtime because if you don't." And this happens even when you block it, people will call you during the lunchtime to be there because they are the global team and they are important than us in Brazil. So we need to be there. So this happens a lot. And people used to say, "Oh, look at my agenda. I am really busy this week. We can talk about it next week." And then put a meeting for hours to solve a problem. And then, "Oh, can we talk I don't know, 10 days later?" And I close the agenda. So sometimes you realize like people just pretend to be busy because people can see them like really important from the company.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, look at my agenda. People cannot survive without me here in this company. So I am really necessary here. And sometimes they don't they don't know what is the main points to this meeting. What is the subject? So if you are available on Teams, seems like you are not so important for the company.
Yeah,
You are not working. So my team used to be all the time in meetings in the team status, and then you think like, but in fact, what they are doing, it's impossible to be in meetings during all day. So
during
they
all day.
block the agenda to avoid the others to do it. And I
Yeah,
really can say this is like I am going to the dentist, and then I just block there my agenda just to make the others judge me like an important person from the company.
so yeah, that's hard. We need to do this because we don't block these times, we can
Yes.
have our moment to think about, to be creative.
And when
Camila,
someone, oh, sorry, Marcus.
no, sorry,
And
please continue.
when someone see you're all day busy and then decide to put a meeting 8 p.m. and then you feel, oh my God, I cannot avoid it. It's impossible.
No, I will. I will deny this.
Yes.
Can you choose our final question? We
Yes, let me see.
654.
Oh, there's a good one. One, number 6. What's one habit that helps you stay productive without feeling overwhelmed? I used to decide a time to do the important tasks. Like I will spend 1 hour in this, and then I finish, and then I can go to the next one. But of course, it's impossible sometimes. I love Pomodoro technique, so
Me too.
sometimes I try it, and I guess it's important because you are not doing other things, only one, and then you can feel the flow. So for me, I avoid to look at my cell phone during that time, so I can really finish something in a incredible time because I prioritize that activity. So maybe you are procrastinate so much and feel like lazy because it's a difficult task, and then you realize you can do it less than 1 hour. So in my case, I try to put a time to do important things.
Me too. Me too. And I
Yeah.
love Pomodoro technique too.
Yes.
I usually separate 2 Pomodoros per day in my
Yeah.
agenda, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, just
Mm-hmm.
in the at the beginning of the just when I return to the lunchtime,
Okay.
I need some moment to plan my afternoon or to get get deep get a deep concentrate in some
Mm-hmm.
subject that is important, that matters for that day. And I always try to save my first hour of the day
Mm-hmm.
to be creative, to plan the day, to work in the most important task that I have. I try to finish my day planning the next one. Okay, what I have to do tomorrow, what are the
Great.
meetings, what are the most important meetings, what should I prepare? Then I go make all the arrangements in my agenda, and that is the way the question is asking for just one habit, and this one habit is plan in advance.
Good one.
I'm I I'm telling how to do this, but the habit is planning in advance because if we it's just like cooking. I don't know if you cook, if
Mm-hmm.
you like to cook. I like to cook, and the better way to prepare a really good meal and to have fun is planning in advance, doing what French say calls mise en place,
Wow, good one.
putting all the vegetables, organizing all the pens, knives, everything you will use, getting all the rices, beans, oils, getting all of that organized, planning how to prepare all that recipes in which order. So when you start, it's just in the automatic. Because if you leave to cut the onion when the oil is on the pan, boiling, when you need to, you leave to get your rice in the, how to say this, dispenser,
I have no idea.
in the pantry
Okay.
with the
Mm,
onion boiling, you will get burned oil. So plan in advance.
good advice, Marcos.
So I was not even this way. I was not even doing things in this way, but
Mhm.
start cooking helped me with this. Of course, I burned some rice at the beginning, and the way to avoid this was planning an advice, having a mental plan how to perform two, three, four recipes at the same moments, do the mise en place. So I I keep this to my life. I do this in almost everything that I have to do.
Great one. I love it.
Camila, thank you so much for our conversation. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did.
Was awesome, Marcos. Thank you for your time. It's always I can always learn something with you because I guess I admire your mindset. Thank you.
Thank you, me too. Have a nice holiday, and if we have the meetup on Saturday, I will try to be there.
Nice. Nice. Thank you, Marcos. See you
You
soon.
too.